Welcome back, Guardians. We're going to talk a little bit about game design and why I'm moving away from Destiny for the most part. Giving Solstice its one last chance to impress me, entice me, coerce me, whatever you want to call it. This is a fail right here. Yeah. First person shooter, but we're going to base a bonus on a jumping puzzle. Never failed it before. Well, the first couple times when I figured out finally how to do it, then it never failed ever since. But yeah, we're going to fail it this time. So, inconsistent physics. I like games like Pac-Man because they're predictable. They're consistent. They have a pattern in there. Pattern recognition is how the human species got as far as it did. You take that away or you punish them for it, it is basically denying a fundamental human thing. Kind of like, denying us the ability to express emotions or our opinions. It's just, it's fascist. It is. It is very fascist. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of the inconsistent mechanics in this game. And Bungie's all the time going on about how, we want balance in the game. We don't want asymmetric lobbies. We don't want asymmetric encounters. We want players, to feel like they can, attempt anything in the game and have fun doing it and, be part of a group. And, teamwork makes the dream work and all that shit. They push that whole Guardians are stronger together BS. In their mouths, it's there. But in their hands, no, we want you all to compete with each other because dividing the community up like this is how we get power. It's how we maintain control over the product, over the service. Because Destiny is a service. It's not a product. There's no units measured to being sold. This game is all about how many hours you stay logged in. Yeah, it really is. I don't like that. Bungie's inconsistencies, both in their mechanics and what they say and what they present. And I'm also not a big fan of the community anymore. It's way too precious and way too competitive. I might as well be playing 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons, which, early RPGs, they were not what you see on Twitch and, other streaming services. They're not what you see in Vox Mechanica on Netflix, on Amazon Prime or wherever the fuck it is. I don't really watch it. It's not that shit. It's not what Dimension 20 has. It's not, no. Modern RPGs are not anything at all what the original role-playing game was. The original role-playing game where you took on the role of a commander or a soldier in an army and you went on missions and adventures through that. There was no sitting around a campfire discussing your edgy backstories or fucking off about, your triggers or whatever else. I'm not happy with the community, and really what it comes down to is that I'm not a fan of crossplay. It has been such a source of friction for me. I don't see I don't see PlayStation players trying to run me over with their sparrows. I don't see PlayStation players putting barricades in my line of fire and then just walking away somewhere else. Not even like running away, but like literally walking away. I don't see PlayStation players stealing my kills or trying to fucking one-up me in every little fucking thing. And the last time I got teabagged by a PlayStation player was back in Destiny 1. We were playing Trials of Osiris. And I'm like, yeah, so the community is one major point. The second point is all the fucking just, it feels like you get punished if you don't buy. Or if you don't do certain activities, you're going to get penalized for not doing those things. And I don't like that. I don't like the sense of FOMO. I also don't like bags of fucking hit points. We're supposed to be gods, basically. We're demigods. We're eternals. We're supposed to be able to take on, whole cosmic horrors, and at the same time, they're like, no, you're going to sit here and waste 5 minutes beating the shit out of some freaking random elite because reasons. It's like Bungie took all the concepts, or took the themes of dungeon crawling, and never actually applied any of the principles of it. It's like somebody getting a recipe out of their grandma's book to make cookies, but they're substituting way too much, or they're skipping steps. There's a reason why grandma let the dough sit on the counter for half an hour and then put it in the fridge for 4 hours, because it does something to the dough. Chemically, it changes it. And that's why those cookies are soft and and chewy, but yet not undercooked. And that's what I'm getting at. So Bungie's like, they took the concepts and the themes of the dungeon crawl, running through room from room, killing waves of enemies, stealing the magic key to open the next door, kind of shit. But they've skipped all the really important part, like letting your players feel powerful. I have not felt powerful in this game for almost 3 years. Not since, I would say, Shadowkeep. Was Shadowkeep before or after? Let me see something here. Which queen dungeon? Well, actually, I would have to say, yeah, not since Shadowkeep have I truly felt powerful. It seems like right about here, when we started introducing stasis, things in the game started feeling forced. Kind of like everybody was faking it until they make it. And that's what they should have done. They should have, instead of saying teamwork makes the dream work, they should have said, just fake it until you make it. And I'm not into smash mouthing my way through a game. Really, that's not cool. That's not play for me. That's chores. And I think that's kind of really what it feels like, is this game is starting to feel more like a chore than it is like an actual game. I mean, I'm coming at it with the same attitude that I go at with Tron, Space Invaders, Asteroids, Dig Dug, Galaga, Pac-Man, even Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. Even though Mortal Kombat has a kind of like a soft narrative mode to it, Mortal Kombat is more true to its genre than Destiny is. You're not dealing with punching bags of hit points. You're dealing with actual other players, and you can one-shot a person. I should be able to one-shot all kinds of enemies. I like that concept. It's like Bungie's trying to be an RPG and trying to be a first-person shooter, but they just can't fucking settle in on one theme. I liked Halo because they knew what they were doing. They knew what they wanted in that game, and they did it. PvP was a part of a thing, but it was mostly for the PC players and, the really sweaty internet-connected guys. There's no more recommendations to give out, sorry. Too many players in this mix. So, yeah, I guess the recap is basically, I'm tired of the tribalism in the community. PC versus Xbox versus PlayStation. Hunters versus Titans versus Warlocks versus Titans. I'm tired of the tribalism and the fascism. I'm tired of the inconsistent mechanics and the unpredictability of your shots. I'm tired of the fact that what Bungie is talking about in their face never shows up on the board. I'm just not in the mood for it anymore. So, yeah. Thanks for stopping by.